My name is James Goldman and I head the advice teams of the British Dental Association. And today I'd like to talk to DCPs about the effect of COVID-19. We've taken many calls from you and you are clearly worried about your money, about your jobs and about redeployment. So although the British Dental Association is an organisation for dentists, today I'd like to offer dental practice staff some thoughts on 4 areas: on the furloughed workers scheme, on the impact of coronavirus on private practices, on help for self-employed hygienists and therapists, and on redeployment. The government doesn't want people to be made redundant, so it has introduced the furloughed workers scheme to ensure that employers can carry on paying staff at least 80% of their pay, up to $2,500 a month, and claim that money back from the government. At the same time, the NHS is continuing to pay dental practices in England and Wales, and also in Scotland and Northern Ireland, their contractual payments. Now, it hasn't been desperately clear until recently whether you can do both the furlough worker scheme and get the contract payments, but the NHS in England certainly has said that there is no problem continuing to receive NHS contract payments and claiming money for furlough workers, provided that the money you claim for furlough workers is only in respect of the private income of the practice. Now, we've got some advice on that in our section on finance on our website, which is available to all, so please do have a look. But it should mean that all DCPs and all practice staff should receive at least 80% of your pay, up to a maximum of $2,500 a month. And in some cases, you should be entitled to more. Second, in relation to private practices. Now, we've spoken to a number of members who are looking to make redundancies at this time, especially those with either predominantly or completely private. Now, the government's trying to stop this, as I've said. And we believe in most cases it will be cheaper to furlough workers than to make redundancies and pay notice pay and, where applicable, statutory redundancy pay. But bear in mind that private dentists stand to lose a lot of money in this situation. So please show some understanding and patience in discussions with them. Encourage them to contact us and we'll happily advise them if they're members. But we believe in most cases using the furlough worker scheme is the best way forward. Third, in relation to self-employed hygienists and therapists, the government has a scheme to help those of you who are self-employed and earning less than £50,000 a year. So there are conditions such as you should have been self-employed for at least a year, but we believe that the majority of self-employed hygienists and therapists should be covered by this. And for those who have been self-employed for less than a year, we understand that the government may be looking to try and help you too. Finally, in relation to redeployment. Our understanding is that dental staff are unlikely to be required to be redeployed. There are schemes where you can volunteer. We understand that dentists are more likely to be required to redeploy than dental staff, and even then it doesn't seem desperately likely that those in general practice will be required. But there are schemes where you can volunteer. And we do think that it is important that those who can and are willing do help the effort, because a lot of work needs to be done. So thank you for your time. I wish you all the best going through this situation, and we're doing our best to help our members to support you.